Hey, welcome to Bantu Re-Education TV. And yes, we are here in Harlem again, and we're going to be walking around Harlem sharing the Bantu truth. We're going to be interviewing our people, and we're going to be inspiring our people about their culture, their history, and their Bantu knowledge, okay? Now, for those who are watching this for the very first time, I want you to understand that we black people that came here from Africa, all of those black folks that were put on that slave ship were called Bantus. They gathered up Bantus, okay? Bantus, and put them on the slave ship. And we got dropped off in Europe, we got dropped off in America, we got dropped off in the Caribbean islands, in Asia, in India, and any other place that's within the four corners of the earth, okay? So we are the Bantus, okay? I want you to remember that. Now, to really begin to understand and fully comprehend this, you have to watch us. You have to watch us here on Bantu Re-Education TV. And you're going to learn the many layers. See, there are layers, layers to this Bantu truth. We have a spiritual Bantu truth that we're learning about. We have a cultural Bantu truth. We have a biblical Bantu truth. We have a geographical, yes, I say geographical because the Bantus come from Africa, and we actually come from the Congo area originally, and that's where our land is, that's where the Holy Land is, that's where we were from before we migrated throughout the different parts of Africa. But we are Bantus. We're going to just walk around, talk to our people, interview them, and share this truth. And I'm going to show them this book too. I want them to see this book. They can take a look at this book. The name of this book is called The Bantu Speaking Heritage of the United States. This was written, I can't see the exact date, but it was written the University of California. And again, the folks that put us on that slave ship, they know we're Bantus, but we don't know we're Bantus. So we're trying to teach this truth. We want our people to wake up, and stop calling themselves any other name but Bantus. That's what we are. That's what the Most High calls us. We're His chosen people, and we're here to teach this truth, share this truth, inspire our people, and inspire them to come back to the Most High. Now, we call the Most High in our native language Tata Nzambi. Tata Nzambi. We also called him Sonini Nanini. We also called him Yakango. Okay, those are the native names that we use when we were talking to our Heavenly Father, the Most High, okay? And I'm going to also share with you my second poem, The Bantus Re-Revealed, okay? So be ready, guys. We're about to walk around. We're going to share this truth with our people, all right? Are you ready, girl? Let's go. So we are here in Harlem on 125th Street talking to my brother here, my king brother, my Bantu king brother. And he was so nice and willing to stand up and talk with us. So I just wanted to ask him a few questions about the Bantu truth. First of all, have you ever heard of the Bantu truth?
Well, I've heard the Bantu truth in 12 tribes. Just different names they call it, you know. Some call it 12 tribes of Israel. Some call it the 12 tribes, the chosen ones. Some of them call it the Bantu.
So that's beautiful. This brother's woke. He understands that we're the people of the Bible, right?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. See, brother man, he said it's a fact that we're the people of the Bible.
That is
okay,
a fact.
That's a fact. So, you know those people that ended up on that slave ship?
Yeah.
They were Bantus. Now, have you ever heard that we were Bantus, like the people that came in to America from Africa, that group of people on the slave ships were called Bantus?
Well, I'm not too sure what the names were, but I just know there were 200 different tribes. So there was a lot of people on that boat.
Exactly. So when we're here, we're trying to show people that who we are. Now, there's this book called The Bantu Speaking Heritage of the United States. And in this book, see the book? It talks about all the languages, the Bantu languages that we spoke when we were actually here in slavery, and so they've hidden this knowledge from us. And we
I always say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I always say that if we was to be able to find out who we really are and be who we are, like that hidden word, that N word, we never knew how much that word really means. Only they really know what it really means.
Exactly.
And it's terrible how they pay us to spit that word out, and we'll spit it, and we make it out of love, but we don't know what they made out of it.
Absolutely.
They created it because we couldn't touch a language or a word or a book without them murder us or permission first.
Absolutely. So you know what? What I want you to do to get the deep understanding of the Bantu truth, go to Bantu Re-Education TV. On that TV show, you're going to learn the spiritual component of our history. You're going to learn the cultural component of our history, because we have a spiritual connection with our Father. And they taught us this name called God. That's not what we called him back in our ancient times in Africa. We called him Tata and Zombie. We called him Sonini Nanini. And so the Most High is gathering his people. He's trying to get us to wake up to this truth. Because some of us know that the 12 tribes are us, but we don't know the name. We've been given all kinds of names, right?
That's a fact, because they always hide the truth from us. Once they did give us a chance to read, now you're going to lie to us. This word means this. So when I teach the baby that this word means this, that's what she's going to think that's what it means. So if I tell her that this word garbage, I teach her garbage is gold. She's going to love gold and think gold is gold, but it's not, it's garbage.
Exactly.
But it's what you teach us, is what we've learned. And I see we all killing each other. We can't stand to look each other in the eye. Just that television telling lies to our visions, controlling our spirit.
Absolutely.
They spend a lot of money to keep us down.
Yes, yes,
And how do you expect a person to act if you hold us down for 500 years, and then when you let me go, and I stand up and I'm acting like this, when I walk, you be afraid because you've been holding me all that time. I need to breathe. Of course I'm not acting like the rest of them.
That's right. So brother, what I want you, can I ask you to do me one favor? Can you promise me that you will check out Bantu Re-Education TV?
Yes, I will.
Can you say that loud to the people so they heard that?
I'm going to check out Bantu TV.
Re-Education
TV.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you giving us your time.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. We have another brother who is willing to stop and talk with us about the Bantu truth. This brother is willing to answer questions and give us his insight as to what he understands. So what do you understand about the Bantu truth?
This is my first time hearing about it.
First time hearing about it, okay. So, you know, we came from Africa, right?
Right.
Now, all of those people that ended up on that slave ship, they were Bantus.
Bantus meaning?
That's an ethnic group.
Yeah.
That's the largest ethnic group in Africa.
Right.
So all of those Bantus that ended up on the slave ship.
I was actually in Goree Island where the slave trade started. I went over there to synagogue. That's why I dropped the I Love Africa album. And I saw how the whole orchestra, like how they separate the mom from dad, separate the slave masters. Like I got all of that on my Instagram, Facebook and stuff. It was sad. Even Obama and Nelson Mandela, they was there. And Nelson Mandela, he was locked up before because they show you go in there and everything.
Exactly.
And not even just like, let's say if it fit 4 people, they would have like 8 people.
Exactly.
In there. They wouldn't let you use the bathroom, pissing. You know what I'm saying? They don't care.
Absolutely.
Babies not eating on time.
This is what I'm saying.
Raping the women. It's like, yo, the shit was just, and then getting separated from, like, let's say, going different places. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of like what's the name of that word? Like post-traumatic stress.
Absolutely, exactly. So that's one of the things that So one of the things that we're trying to do is get people to understand that not only do we have a cultural and spiritual and heritage, we also connected to the Most High.
Right.
We're the chosen people, and they
That's
took
a
that
fact.
name. They took that name away from us.
We are gods and goddesses. A lot of people like a lot of things. A lot of people don't want to get into that, but the whole spirituality is like
Yes.
what they gave you. You know what I'm saying? And even with like go praising like something outside of yourself. There's God within yourself. 'Cause
Yes.
all of us is God. That's
Exactly.
making that omnipoint. But it's not all, because what it is you got to be the change that you want to
Yes,
be out here.
exactly.
Stop, like, you know, the prayers is good, but it's like you gotta put in the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that they're not telling you. They're making it seem like it's just a prayer and then everything's just
Now,
gonna magically.
Did you realize that our people in Africa are also waking up to the fact that they're Bantus? Because see, there's the Bantus here in the diaspora, but there's also Bantus in Africa in those different countries that they don't even know that they're Bantus too. See, the Creator is waking his people up because he's calling on us.
Right.
He wants us to return to him.
Right.
And he's going to gather us. And we're going to be out of this place, believe it or not. We are going to be out
So
of this
what do you
place.
think is exactly gonna happen when you say out of this place?
Well, they call this place Babylon, right?
Right.
Right? And this is not our native land, is it?
Like
As a nation-
when you say native, I feel like as the black man, the native man, the Asiatic black man, all lands is our native land. If you do the history from China, the first Buddhist monks was black. You know what I'm saying? Hawaiian, those people are black. I'm Panamanian, that's black. Or melanated man.
exactly.
However you want to look at it, because black and white is not even a color. That's a whole throw for spin too.
Yeah.
You get it. It's a whole.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole- yeah.
Everything that I'm saying is like. It's layers, but you gotta, stay up. But
It's
at the end
layers
the day,
and
you know
layers
what I'm saying?
of this deception.
Even like he said, like with the word, they got people called it niggas, bitch, and you know what I'm saying, or having you represent yourself in a certain way that it makes you out of tune or out of whack. You know what I'm saying? From your nature, like you said, your godly nature. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, that's the whole strive. You got to be able to keep it going, even though like rise above.
Okay.
Or the
So
next
can I ask you a question? Do you know what we called the Most High before we got here? Like the native language that we use to call on our Father, our Heavenly Father?
I heard different names. Joshua, what did you
Okay.
hear?
One name is, well, under the Bantu languages, we had different dialects. So Bantu languages, we had different dialects. So we called him Tata and Zombie. We called him Sonini Nanini, and we called him Yakongo. So we had various names.
And that's from where?
That's
Africa?
from Congo. See, the Bantus are originally from Congo, the Congo area. And when they came and colonized, the Congo.
It wasn't in Senegal?
Well, we ended up migrating to those different areas.
different areas,
Yeah,
right,
but we started in the central part of Africa called Congo.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Can you promise me that you will go to Bantu Re-Education
Yeah, of course,
TV?
of course. Send me the link. You're going to send it to my phone. Of course, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to share this right here. I got a channel myself, Black Rolling Stones.
All right. Yes, we are here with this beautiful queen sister on 116th Street. She was so willing to just stop. She was so friendly. And I said, you know what? Would you mind if we interview you and ask you some questions? Because we're out here teaching the Bantu truth. So now, do you know anything about the Bantu truth or anything about Bantu knowledge?
No, I do not.
Okay. So you do know that we're from Africa, right?
Africa, Nigeria, Congo.
Oh, sister knows about the Congo.
Yeah, I'm 24%.
Good. So you know about the Congo. What do you know about the Congo?
I'm 24%. This is West Africa. They're having distress right now.
Okay.
In West Africa.
So that's where the Bantus are from. The Bantu. So when
Bantu. They
so
speak pigeon.
What's your name, sister?
there's many.
Andrea.
Andrea. So,
Yes.
so
I'm very cultural. You're beautiful.
oh, thank you. But let me
You're
just say,
beautiful.
so
Queen.
the Bantu language, we have.
Bantu.
We have a Bantu language called the Kikongo, and it's Kikongo. She said the Kikongo,
Right.
and on Bantu Re-Education TV, if you go to that channel, you're gonna learn about our spiritual Bantu truth. You're gonna learn about our cultural Bantu truth, and you're gonna learn that all of those black people that ended up on that slave ship were actually Bantus, because Bantus are the largest ethnic group in Africa. It's the large, so they gathered up a whole bunch of
How many
Bantus.
tribes?
Well, it's many kingdoms. It's many kingdoms, and
You
you.
been there?
I haven't been there yet, but I plan on going.
Right.
I plan on
Let's
going.
go together. All of us.
She wants to go to Africa. That's
Yes. My grandfather went there.
Okay, but
We go together.
Yes.
okay. So what I want you to do, listen, I want you to go to Bantu.
We're going there together. All three of us.
Okay, I want you to go to Bantu Re-Education TV. Can you promise me that you'll go
Absolutely.
to? So can you say Bantu
Bantu region.
Re-Education TV? Let's say it together. Bantu Re-Education
Re-educational
TV.
TV.
Okay, go there and you're gonna learn all about our spiritual, our culture, our heritage, our biblical knowledge. Because we're the holy people. We're the people. We're the
Nigeria.
chosen people.
I know. Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
West Africa.
Thank you for stopping.
Congo. Right there.
She knows. See, she knows that we're from
That's
Congo.
it.
See?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can
right.
say Congo.
Yeah, I'm 24. And it's so crazy because I did the ancestry.com in my family.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, I did. I'm Anglo-Saxon British, and I called it myself for $39.99. So when I did it, I was 24% Nigerian and 22% Congo, West Africa.
Congo. She understands the sister. She knows.
Anglo-Saxon
So remember that
British.
you a Bantu.
Hold up. 16% Anglo British.
All right. Okay.
My mother's Puerto Rican. I had 4 major deaths in my family.
Okay.
I was started when I was pregnant.
All right, sister. Well,
Yeah,
you
a lot of
know,
things
we
going on,
thank
so
you so
we
much.
thank you.
We thank you so much.
meeting you.
Remember, Bantu
Bantu.
Re-Education TV.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right,
Absolutely.
I love- So welcome back to Bantu Re-Education TV, and as I promised you earlier, I'm going to be doing a reading of my poem called Bantu's Revealed Part 2. And as we said earlier, this is a series, and this is the second poem to the first poem. We did the first poem a while back, so now this is the second poem, okay? So this is called Bantu's Revealed Part 2. Let's continue our journey to uncover more truth and unite all the scattered Bantus back to their roots. First, let's briefly examine the transatlantic slave trade and remove the lies and images Hollywood portrayed. Yes, they took our ancestors from the Congo Kingdom, shipped them, slaughtered them, and denied them freedom. Bantus were sold into slavery to many Western nations like North America, South America, and other locations. So Nini, na Nini, the truth and the way, Tata Nzambi, Most High Yah, the Bantus praise and say. Check out the Arab slave trade. They took Bantus too. Asia, India, and Yemen cashed in. See the facts, it's true. Bantus were scattered to the four corners of the earth. All these countries' economy increased their worth. They also shipped human cargo to the Caribbean in chains. They all schemed. Portugal, France, Germany, Britain, and Spain. Remember the prophecy? 400 years in a strange land, but the Most High promised to bring them back to Africa's sand. So Nini, na Nini, the truth and the way, Tata Nzambi, Most High Yah, the Bantus praise and say. Our Bantu scriptures were hidden, unrevealed. Lies, cover-ups, books missing, and concealed. They had the audacity to rename Bantus in slavery. Read the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and Psalms 83. They even enslaved Bantus in their own African land. Wow! Can you see the colonization and their evil plans? Please Google 1884 Berlin Conference conspiracy. Those folks sat down, took minutes, divvied up, and stole our legacy. So Nini, na Nini, the truth and the way, Tata and Zombie, Most High Yah, the Bantus praise and say. 14 countries met to discuss African colonization and devise their strategies and means of infiltration. King Leopold annihilated many Bantus in Congo, Africa. He slaughtered 10 million Bantus in brutal massacres. They parted the Holy Land and separated the tribes. Read Joel 3:2. They created borders on all sides. To my Bantus scattered and my Bantus in the motherland, he promised to bring us back with his mighty hand. So Nini, na Nini, the truth and the way, Tata and Zombie, Most High Yah, the Bantus praise and say. To fully understand our history and the prophecies, ask him to remove their matrix and their philosophies. The Bantus Revealed Part 2 evokes many emotions. Keep in mind these truths and remember, you are chosen. Tata will never forsake us or leave us. He proclaimed he's gathering his beloved children to restore their name. Let's bring the two Bantu sticks together and stand as one. Let my people go, he said. His word will be done. So Nini, na Nini, the truth and the way, Tata and Zombie, Most High Yah, the Bantus praise and say. Kimbo, Kimbo, Tata na Zombie, Ya Congo, hallelujah.